This is a very big deal. We're looking at history being made, and you know, all of the network evening newscasts were using it, you know, with places where you don't normally see NASCAR. And so when Danica does something like this, you know, it proves that she's legit, gives her credibility, and of course the cameras follow her wherever she goes. So the fact that Jeff Gordon's daughter asked to get her photograph made in Victory Lane with Danica after winning the pole tells you there are little girls everywhere that are looking at it and saying, you know, I can do that. And that's one of the breakthroughs that we need. Good for the sport, you know, and you know, give Danica credit for being able to do something that people thought, boy, that's a tough nut to crack, and she's been able to put herself in on the pole position for the biggest race of the season. That's news. I think that Danica's been extremely well received by the NASCAR crowd, by the drivers, probably more than by the IndyCar drivers. I'm not quite sure why. I just know that the NASCAR guys, all they're asking you to do is go out there, compete, and be consistent. I think Danica has earned credit because she's continued to improve as her last couple of seasons have gone along. She's earned her marks with the drivers. They trust her. That's really important. And you know, at Daytona, the drivers got to pull off a nearly perfect lap to put the car on the pole, and so Danica was able to do that. So now it looks we got to wait and see how she does, what she does with the opportunity. But she's got a really strong car, and she's got a ton of talent and continues to learn. So you know, she's out there competing every race, and that's she deserves high praise for that, because that hasn't always been the case. She's been out there riding around, gaining experience. Well, now she's out there truly competing, and that's a tremendous mark in her favor. Well, this breaks through. It really does, and everybody gets it that you're talking about Danica Patrick, who's been in more Super Bowl commercials than any other figure in the history of the Super Bowl, and now she's put her car on the pole at Daytona. She's legitimate, and so I think it, one, is intriguing to someone who probably hasn't in the past covered or been involved or followed the sport, but it also gives girls all across the globe the focus on NASCAR and say, man, that's a place I can go and I can compete. Danica can do it. Why not me? So I think that's a great thing. Opens up a whole new demographic for our sport. Good for everybody in the sport of auto racing, and particularly NASCAR.